Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow, and this here is the Tier 10 Russian heavy tank IS-7. And I have platooned with Konzo, who has just bought his T110E4, and we're both going out in our brand new Tier 10s. And we're on Malinovka. I have put in a new mod. I'm trying it out actually. I'm not sure if I'll keep it in or not, but it seems to be helpful in deciphering the damages, and it looks nice. So I'm gonna head up on the hill. The IS-7 is a fairly fast tank, but going downhill only, really. It's still pretty fast at normal ground level speeds, however, and it does get a much needed boost. The 490 alpha damage cannon that I missed from the German heavy tank line, from the E75 really. E100, you know, you kind of got used to it on the E100, but then you get that monster 15cm. And now I can do about 500 damage, and that feels much nicer than the 440 you get on the IS-8. And it's still taking me quite a while to get up onto the hill. IS-8 obviously took a riskier route to get over there, and I don't feel like doing that. This is a tier 10 match. I don't want to get caught out in the open by, let's say, a 62A and a Leopard 1, who can literally tear me apart, and there's also a bad chat somewhere with a T-57 who could also be shooting at me from this location. And somehow the rest of the team decides they want to leave Konzo and one Ferdinand. What is that? There's a medium tank down there next to him. I gotta ask him what it is. But they're left alone over there, and it's not looking too good. But Konzo assures me that he can handle it. The T110E4 is actually a pretty beastly tank. Handles more like a heavy tank than a tank destroyer, and it has a huge cannon. Lots of people don't want to get shot by that thing, not even once, even if it would win the game for the team. And I'm an IS-7, so I'm gonna move out and see what I can spot. Hopefully I won't get hurt too bad. IS-3 gets spotted, one shot in, 555 damage, and I like seeing the above 500 damage mark. Don't really want to see too low numbers, but who does? T-57 heavy tank. Okay. Don't want to get hit by that guy. The IS-8, however, is taking very many shots. And that's not proper English. I don't know why I said that. T-62A and IS-3. Alright, let's try for another shot on that IS-3. No! What a terrible shot. Into the ground. Let's keep moving. Alright, IS-3 is tracked currently. Let's see if we can come out. No. I'm gonna leave him on a tiny bit of health. And that's... well, you gotta live with it sometimes. That T-62A, however, is not a good target to fire at. Especially when it's hulled down like that. That turret armor is pretty beastly. And a T-54E1 shows up as well. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Penetrated, 348 damage, and a bounce. So that's pretty nice. There's an APCR round shooting at me. So I was referring to the mod. This is XFT's damage panel, and unfortunately for me, that T-54E1 got taken out by the E100. I wanted to do the killing blow on that one because he's the first person who did damage to me. T-62A decides to make a run for it, and Well, our presence on the hill, even though it looked like we had a lot of people going there, wasn't that great. And here's my excellent shot onto that Centurion 7/1. And I'm being HE'd right now by an E-75, which is strange. There it is. Side completely exposed. And I have no idea why an E-75 would be firing HE shells. Even with stock cannon, should be able to deal some damage. It's got decent penetration. T-62A is firing heat rounds, and I still managed to block it. So the IS-7 is capable of blocking bouncing heat rounds, just not as efficiently as the E-100. You have to be lucky, and it looks like my luck has run out for heat rounds. I'm of course in the wrong position to bounce any of those shots, however, so let's see what's happening there. There is an artillery who just missed me, and that was what I was trying to avoid. I just tried to back up behind that building and try not to get hit by an artillery shell. Let's see if I can help out that T-69. And unfortunately the T-62A backs off. It's like he knew I was going to fire, but probably not. Just backing up to get a clean shot at the T-69. And let's see, Kazo was taken out probably a few minutes ago. However, it doesn't look like the enemy team is going to be capping, which is strange. If they started capping immediately, they might have won. I don't know. We do have an FV-183, and what is that? It's a Tiger II heading back to base. There's that T-62A. Can I get a hit? No. Of course I can do a tracking shot right there. IS-7 doesn't carry too much ammunition, it seems. There we go. The penetration on the armor-piercing rounds isn't that great, actually. But it is enough if you know where to shoot. And with an IS-7, you're pretty much right in front of the enemy tanks. And that means you'll have an easier time hitting weak points. This T-62A is actually almost at the limit of where the IS-7 would be capable of hitting. Right there. Load of heat, special heat round for this T-62A. Unfortunately, an IS-8 takes the kill. So, I didn't get to have my revenge. Ah, well. That's okay. There's a Leopard 1 and a T-29. Sorry, just a T-29 left. The Leopard 1 just got taken out. And I find myself asking, at this point, right at the end of the game, how did a T-29 get into this game? And of course, he was platooned with an IS-3. So there you go. I gotta sit back here. I'm not fast enough to get back before the 183 completely destroys a T-29 or an E-100, really. And we'll see who gets it in the end. Ah, a Tiger II gets him. Oh well. I guess he was on pretty low health. And as you can see, because I went out forward right there around the windmill, I did get several spots. 4,501 damage done to the enemy with 0 kills. 17 shots fired, 11 hit, 11 penetrations, 65,000 credits earned on a premium count, 32,000 non-premium. And I bounced 2 shots for a total of 1,460 damage blocked by armor. 30% boost to credits earned because of the on the track event. That's when I purchased the IS-7. And that's it. So I'll have to play this a lot more, get used to it, and then make a strategy video on it later. Probably not too soon. I don't play too many heavy tier 10 tanks, really. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.